Open letter to Mr. R. Madhavan, director and actor of film named Rocketry, The Nambi Effect. Dear Mr. Madhavan, let me at the outset appreciate your acting skills. I have watched most of your films. No doubt, you are an incredible and acclaimed actor. Recently, I happened to watch the trailer of your movie Rocketry in YouTube, which was financed by Mr. Nambi Narayanan. What I understand is that it is Mr. Nambi Narayanan's valiant attempt to propel himself to the stature of the great Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Truly speaking, I would not be surprised if he aspires for the Bharat Ratna, the highest civilian award of Government of India. Back to history, in the year 1981, the great Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was awarded Padma Bhushan while he was in service, whereas the same national honour was conferred on the said Nambi Narayanan in the year 2019. In fact, after 18 years of his retirement from service, on superannuation, on the 31st of December 2001, which speaks volumes. Since you have got into the skin of Mr. Nambi Narayanan, the question as to why Mr. Nambi Narayanan was conferred with Padma Bhushan assumes significance. I am sure many of my countrymen are clueless about this honor being conferred on Nambi Narayanan, especially his contemporaries who had the opportunity to work with him, and many of them are conspicuously silent. Dear Madhavan, are you aware of this? It is unambiguously clear that no recommendations has gone from the Kerala state government, but Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekharan, a media baron and vice chairman of NDA Kerala, who also happened to be a member of the Rajya Sabha from the state of Karnataka, has said to have recommended Mr. Nambi Narayanan for the coveted honour of Padma Bhushan. Dear Mr. Madhavan, are you aware of this? It is a fact that Mr. Nambi Narayanan has submitted his application, dated 1/11/1994, for voluntary retirement, consequent to an unsuccessful launch of PSLV in the year 1993. There was a specific request in his application to waive the notice period, which means to relieve him with immediate effect. While he was on its countdown for his relieving orders from ISRO, he was arrested on the 30th of November 1994 by the Kerala police in connection with crime number 246 of 1994 of Vanchiyu Police Station, Thiruvananthapuram, registered on the 13th of November 1994. Dear Mr. Madhavan, are you aware of these facts? While the said Mr. Nambi Narayanan was residing at Peramthani, Thiruvananthapuram, working as H-grade scientist of VSSC, Valiyamala, he was in fact using the land phone at his residence in the name of one Mr. Kurian Kalathil, a businessman. At that time, there was an unusual telephone bill of 45,498 rupees relating to a period from the 1st of August 1994 to the 30th of September 1994. His arrest was to inquire and ascertain into the various contacts through international calls he made from the said residential telephone connection. Are you aware of this fact, Mr. Madhavan? Now, having used the private telephone connection of the aforesaid businessman for his international contacts while he was serving ISRO, which is invariably against the provisions of Official Secret Act 1923, as well as Public Servants Conduct Rule. But after aborting ISRO case, no departmental actions were initiated against him till his retirement on the 31st of December 2001. Dear Mr. Madhavan, are you aware of this fact? Mr. Madhavan, it is worthwhile to recollect the reference Mr. Nambi Narayanan made, in the promotional event of the movie, Rocketry, regarding the formation of Justice Jain Commission. He was delivering the speech, at the function, as if he was aware of the Commission's findings, in advance. Eventually, as expected, the Supreme Court has entrusted the report of Justice Jain Commission, in a sealed cover, to the CBI for investigation. Yes. Nambi Narayanan is confident with his long white beard, his projected image of a Tamil Brahmin, granted by Google, and his achievement of securing even a compensation of 50 lakhs, as ordered by the Honourable Supreme Court. All these have gone a long way in enhancing the confidence of Mr. Nambi Narayanan to achieve his hidden agenda. I would like to record that whatever he spoke regarding ISRO in the promotional event of your film Rocketry, amidst celebrities of silver screen, are false. For instance, India's Vikas engine is based on Viking engine, developed by French technology. Nambi Narayanan, in his promotional speech of your film Rocketry, went to the unimaginable extent of saying that it was his research which led to the discovery of Vikas engine, which is utterly false. He now cannot deny his statement, since it has been broadcasted. The only question which was considered by the Supreme Court in the year 1998 is that, whether the withdrawal of consent in 1996 given by the state government in 1994 for investigation of the case by CBI was valid or not. No one has prosecuted Nambi Narayanan so far. It is a fact that the launch of PSLV in the year 1993 with the Vikas engine was unsuccessful. Consequent to the said failure, Nambi Narayanan moved his papers for voluntary retirement to eject himself from ISRO. Nambi Narayanan's capability of presenting untrue facts as real ones is again evident from the speech at the promotional event, which has been widely broadcasted, as said earlier. Dear Mr. Madhavan, there are two possibilities. Either by knowing all these facts, for the success of the film, you are acting yourself to make believe the lies of Mr. Nambi Narayanan as real facts. In that case, you are knowingly involving yourself to portray a wrong image of Mr. Nambi Narayanan as a true patriot, especially when the movie carries a tag that it is an incredible true story, when the true facts are diabolically different. The second possibility is simple: you have been made a fool. Do you know, Mr. Madhavan, that Mr. Nambi Narayanan belongs to Kothashri, a Yodava, Kona, village, in southern Tamil Nadu? He acquired his mechanical engineering degree from a private engineering college at Madurai. He joined ISRO as technical assistant on the 12th of September 1966. During the year 1969 to 1970, he got an opportunity for an internship at Princeton University in the United States. Of course, up to this stage, there is a story for a film motivating the use of backward villages of Tamil Nadu. The great Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam joined DRDO at Bangalore in the year 1958. Nambi Narayanan was only a technical assistant, joined on the 12th of September 1966. By beating his own false drums, which though makes uncomfortable noise, he is trying to equate himself with the great Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, which is an obvious disrespect to the great Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Mr. Nambi Narayanan would not have dared to publish his autobiography, had Dr. Vikram Sarabhai and Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam were alive. It is known to all contemporaries of Mr. Nambi Narayanan that whatever he has written in his autobiography regarding his close association with the greats Dr. Vikram Sarabhai and Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who passed away in the year 1971 and 2015 respectively, were false and senseless. Nambi Narayanan was a failure in the transfer of technology, a Viking engine of France, to India. He was instrumental in the failure of PSLV launch in the year 1993, which is discernible from his autobiography. There are references of his voluntary retirement as well in his autobiography. The knowledge he got at the expense of the government of India regarding rocket technology and hands-on experience in cryogenic engine does not qualify himself to do any business in India after his voluntary retirement, though such knowledge would have been worthwhile in countries like Iran, North Korea and Pakistan. Having portrayed Nambi Narayanan in the movie, you have contributed in a big way in sending a wrong message to our countrymen, especially the youth, since it is tagged as biopic, projecting Nambi Narayanan as a true patriot. It is to be viewed as a dangerous attempt to downgrade this great nation. Dear Mr. Madhavan, your film is a catastrophic misnomer which does not portray the real Nambi Narayanan, since documents and records speaks otherwise. It is a matter of time to see how the people of the country will take your film Rocketry. Regards. S. Vijayan.